What's up YouTube? So I know it's been a minute since I've last uploaded a video. I'm pretty sure the last video I uploaded was before I went to Japan. For those of you that have been watching my videos, you guys already know who I am. For those that don't, my name's Antonio. I currently drive a 95 Honda Civic DX hatchback. As most of you guys know, if you guys have been following me on Instagram for a while, the EK chassis has been my favorite for a very long time. Hence why I've owned so many EKs. Coupes and sedans. I've owned another 93 Civic hatchback DX model as well back in California, but never got to do anything to it. So ever since then I've just stuck to EKs. So as you guys know, I've also owned I think it was a 93 as well, the 93 Civic DX Coupe. It was the Camellia Red Pearl one. So before I went back to Japan, the last Civic I owned was the red EK Coupe with the work equips. So my plan was to not have a car before I left to Japan. That obviously changed. I told myself I'm not going to buy a car. I don't want to sit outside for 6 months and then just get messed up with the weather and the rain and whatever. Because in Hawaii it's really easy for a car to get rust. But I ended up coming up on a deal for the car I have now, which is the 95 Civic Hatch. When I got my Civic hatchback, it came on the SSRs and it came on Skunk 2 Pro C coilovers, and it was lightly modded. There was really nothing done besides those two things. After I got the car, I wasn't really in a rush. I was just kind of let it sit. I was gonna sell the wheels. That's really not my style of you know what I'm saying, how I mod the cars. So after I sold the SSRs, I got the Veristones, and then I wasn't planning on getting anything soon because like I said, I was gonna go to Japan and pick up some car parts. And the kid that had my red coupe hit me up, and then we did a deal. So I gave him the Veristones, I got my wheels back. So that's how I ended up back with my equips. The second set I got, which the specs are 15x9, -6 offset in the front, 15x10, -6 offset in the rear. For those of you that have been wondering, I got some steel leaves from my buddy. He let me use them while I was gone. So that's how my car sat on steel leaves for the 6 months, and then the work equip sat in my garage. I visited all the car shops in Japan. That way I could figure out how much the prices were and figure out how much I had to save up for each part I wanted, or time I went. I knew how much to go with around, you know what I'm saying, how much I had to save to go. Which one thing really to help me out while I was in Japan, I was cutting hair, and that really helped out because I was making like $300 a weekend cutting hair. So I mean, pretty much everything I did buy out there came from haircut money. So that way I didn't dip into my funds. I am going to go over some of the parts that I bought while I was in Japan. My goal was to save up enough money to buy a full Buddy Club exhaust. While I was in Japan, I found a full straight pipe with a tip, and it came with like a Buddy Club rep tip. And then I ended up looking online again, and I found the Zero Fighter tip, which is pretty much exactly the same thing as a Buddy Club. So since I already had the straight pipe, I just ended up selling the replica tip that I had, and I ended up picking the Zero Fighter tip. The Zero Fighter is pretty much the same exact thing as a Buddy Club Spec 2 exhaust. I'll show it to you right now. So right here is the Zero Fighter. Like I said, I bought it in Japan, so it is used. But Zero Fighter pretty much has the same mark as it does like on the Buddy Club. It just says Zero Fighter Racing, racing use only. And then it has the website. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, because I went to go check out how much a full exhaust was gonna be and see if I got this for a decent price, and they pretty much go for the same thing as Buddy Club. But like I said, I got this for a deal, and since I was already out there and I can pick it up, I got it out there. Another part I got out there was my carbon fiber front lip. There's no brand for the lip. It is just pretty much the SIR lip, but full carbon fiber. When I went to ask them, like, hey, who makes the lip? What brand is it? It's an unknown brand. So, I mean, it's not like no crazy, like, it doesn't stick out. Like, if you guys know, you guys can compare like a Type R eBay lip for like an EK chassis to like an EM1 lip. How it sticks out so much. That's kind of like how I can tell when I looked at it. I was looking at it, I was like, man, this doesn't look like a rep. You know what I'm saying? Like it actually looks like a legit OEM SIR front lip, just carbon fiber. So in no way, shape, or form do I not just only buy real deal parts. I always, if I like it, I'm gonna buy it. So if it's not real deal or if it's fake, I really don't care. If it looks good on the car, I'm gonna buy it. Because not everyone is made of money, and people come from different places and people got different situations. The other thing I bought in Japan was the Recaros. Right now you only see one because I sold my other one, the SR2 and SR3. Well, I bought an SR2 and I bought an SR3. They're both the confetti seats. I kept the SR2 only because I like how it looks. The SR3 is not as aggressive as SR2, as the bolsters right here would stick out a lot more. On these ones, the SR3s are kind of more sunk in and they don't look aggressive, and like I feel like this is more like of a bucket seat. The SR2 just feels kind of more flat, so I wasn't really feeling it, so I sold it. Right now I'm currently searching for another SR2. Hopefully I can find one as in good a condition as the one I have right now. This one's pretty much brand new. I'm not getting rid of it. I do not plan on selling it. I mean, that's pretty much all I really did buy in Japan. I wasn't really like trying to go all out and just buy all baller parts. No, I just went out there with what I wanted to get, and I got what I got, and that was really about it. If I saw a couple things that I wanted, then hey, I got it. But other than that, I've always really wanted a BYS spoiler, and my buddy Mike was selling one out here, so I ended up selling the spoon spoiler to my buddy back home in San Diego to buy the BYS wing. So yeah, the homie Mike hooked it up, selling me the BYS wing. Since he was already here, I just PayPal'd him the money, and he sold them to me. And then I was gonna buy coilovers out there, but since AJ, my buddy out here too as well in Hawaii, was selling the Pexi N1 coilovers, that's like my favorite suspension hands down, and I got them for a straight deal. He hooked me up and I PayPal'd him the same thing. So that's really about all I bought while I was gone. Now that I'm back from Japan, I was allowed to go on 2 weeks of leave, which means like I can just come home, rest for about 2 weeks. I ended up going to California. As soon as I came home though, I did put my work equipment back on. I put the suspension on. I did put the piping on. Like I said, the zero muffler, I just showed it to you guys. Obviously it's not on the car. The camber kits have been on the car since then. I haven't really took them off. They're cut camber kits. And that's about it. The car has the Skunk 2 camber kits in the front, but those also been on since I've had the car. Before I went to Cali, I was trying to fix my fitment on the hatch, and one of the locking rings on the rear was seized up, and one of the threads actually like broke off while it was still on the coilover, which caused it to not move at all. I'm pretty sure you guys remember the post if you follow me on Instagram. I ended up having to cut the ring off. I'm pretty sure I still have it here. Yep, I still got it. And I've tried everything. Gas, leaving it in automatic transmission fluid, vinegar, I've tried everything. But like I said, I've had to cut the ring in half, which kind of sucked. But it is what it is. Right here is where the thread broke off, which made it end up being stuck together, which is why I couldn't freaking get it apart, which is really annoying. But I cut it off. So I went online and I figured out that Apexi does sell replacement parts. So they sell like pretty much everything on the coilover separate. So I ended up buying all new locking rings for all my coilovers, and then I had to buy one lower casing as well, because when I used to hit it with the hammer, because it was kind of stuck, it kind of like dented it in, so every time I twist it, it would be kind of rough, so I had to buy a new casing. I'm kind of glad Apexi does sell replacement parts individually. Apexi does sell the cylinder, which is like the whole shock by itself, which is pretty dope, because if I ever want to rebuild them, I could just buy the cylinder by itself for all four and spend less money than buying like eBay coilovers just to rebuild them. That's pretty sick in my opinion. So when I went to Cali, I have bought some stuff. My current purchases are the replacement parts for my springs. I got 5-inch 34K springs for the rear. On my coupe, it actually rode pretty good, but on the hatch right now it's not riding that good. I'm talking about like the Swift springs ride good, but I'm talking about the setup I have right now is like the stock springs for the Apexis in the front and the Swift springs in the rear. The front of my car is really bouncy and I'm not really feeling it, so I already went ahead and got 4-inch 34K springs, which are on back orders, so I have to wait until those are done being made to get them shipped out to me, which kind of sucks. So I haven't been driving my car because of that, because whenever I do hit a bump or like I'm switching gears, when I do hit a bump, it bounces to where like my foot like fluctuates on the gas, so I'll be driving and it'll be like burn, 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 or like when I'm trying to like drive and do the clutch, like it sounds like I do not know how to drive. So I've just been holding off and I haven't really been driving my Civic. Hopefully those will be done soon so I can go ahead and install those. Another recent purchase I got was red and clear tails. I know a lot of people aren't really a big fan of them. To me, it just makes the car look a lot cleaner, and I'm not really a fan of the ambers on the rear. So that's the only reason I have to have red and clears, even if it's on the coupe. I just like clear. That's why I love the OEM SIR corners. Those things are so clean. Like, it just gives the car a cleaner look. And to me, I notice it, like especially when I look at my car from the rear, I'm like, dang, that thing, it looks good. And I know some people are like, hey, the OEMs look better, but like I said, in my opinion, I like the clears a lot better. I did order some red tint. As for some of you know, I used to like tint my tail lights all red from my coupes, and the sedan I had. I did buy a roll of red tint film. I do plan on tinting my OEMs all red just so I can switch it up. But I don't think I'll be doing that because of just how much work it takes just to switch the tail lights from all the body panels you have to take off from the rear. And I was like, wow, this is a lot of work. Just instead of like the Civic, you just pop it off and do it real quick. But like for the hatch, you have to like take like 8 screws out just to do that, which kind of sucks. But I mean, we'll see. You never know. My last recent come up was these 949 wheels. I got them for the homie Craig. They're 15x7 plus 36, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. The only thing that sucks is, I mean, it was like a come up, but I just gotta, hopefully I can find 2 more because I only got 2. They're brand new. He hasn't used them. Like he got them like back in 2012, and he hasn't used them since. They've just been sitting in the box. I kind of wish they were 15x8, and the only thing that sucks as well is 949 doesn't sell nickel anymore. That's the color, they're nickel, and 949 does not sell them anymore, which sucks because I was gonna try to buy 2 more and like rock them all around, but they do not sell them. So my plan is hopefully I can get 2 more. I can kind of run a staggered setup. Since these are by 7, I'll run by 8. I was gonna do 15x7 in the front, 15x8 in the rear, and since I can't get the same color, I was gonna end up probably powder coating them like that darkish red color. I think it would look good on my car, the red and the car color that I have right now. Not really in a big rush. I'm satisfied with how my car sits right now. So that's just what I got planned for the future as of right now for that one part. Some other parts I plan on purchasing in the future are some rails from our car, because I haven't been able to find rails for this thing since I got back from Japan. Surprisingly, I couldn't find any in Japan. I didn't know, but my buddy Zach knew that he can get some, or where he can get some, or I think he has some. If I would have known, I would have got them while I was there. But I mean, hey, it's whatever. I do know someone selling some, just waiting to save a little bit of money. That way I can purchase them. But like I said, you gotta pay rent, you gotta pay bills, you got kids, you got family. It's just stuff adds up. So it just sucks. But hey, nothing comes overnight, and it does take time. So just remember that. So I do plan on getting a SIR cluster, the white face one, obviously. But like I said, none of this stuff's like gonna come soon. I just really want to get my car driving comfortably, like I said. And then once I get back to Cali, I can hopefully come up on more parts for decent prices, because living out here in Hawaii, the car parts are not cheap. And even though they should be what I think they should be priced, they're way overpriced. For example, rotos. Some people will be asking $1,000 for rotos, and I'm like, bro, really, come on. Like, you're not gonna get your money. But I understand some people do raise their prices because of lowballers, which I kind of have to do out here too. Like, if I want to sell something that's legit, I'll really high price it. But like, if people really think like, okay, I'm gonna post on my rotos for $1,000 and post them up, and then just lowballers, then like, if I were to try to sell my equips out here, then that means I would price them for like $4,000. And okay, that's just for lowballers. But then, you know what I'm saying, like, you just get people that just send you dumb comments and stuff. But hey, it is what it is. You live in Hawaii and people gotta make their money. I understand where they're coming from. It just kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, and also shipping does suck. But I'm almost out of here, hopefully soon. But hey, whatever. My biggest goal to fix the car right now is the paint, the rest, and some body work. That's like my biggest thing, and I want to do the bay. But out in Hawaii, it's so expensive. I've been quoted like $4,000 just to get the outside painted, and I'm like, I am not paying that much just to get the outside of my car painted that much. And if I do pay that much, I'm gonna do the whole thing: the bay, the outside, the jams, the trunk, the interior. If I know back home, I probably paid somewhere around that price to get a decent paint job for all of that done, including some body work and maybe fixing the rest. But I'm not paying that much out here just to get the outside painted. And like, people will tell me like, I don't know what it is, but it's just, some people are like, yeah, dude, I can refer you to someone. I'm like, okay, how much are they gonna ask me? I'm like, what are you trying to do? I'm like, hey, just outside the same color, no color change, nothing. I just want to do the same color and maybe some body work. They're like, yeah, dude, they'll freaking like charge you like $4,000 just for the outside. And I'm like, bro, I cannot pay that much for a paint job just for the outside. Like I said, back home, I can probably get the whole thing done for that price, including the engine bay, the inside, the trunk, the jams. I could possibly even do it myself because I have friends out there that are willing to help out. But like I said, I'm not gonna do it out here. It's way too expensive. But other than that, let's go check out the car. All right, so we'll do walk around real quick. I did get new license plates. Say this fool, haha, these fool. Carbon fiber lip is installed. Like I said, it doesn't hang too low on those points. It sucks because the shade is on right now, but yeah, you can tell like it doesn't line up correctly, but only because like right here the carbon fiber is like gapped out and I can't like push it up, but I'll probably end up fixing that later. OEM SI corners. Here's the fronts, 15x9, -6 offset on some 165 50/15 tires. Some replica spoon mirrors. OEM window visors, which I did not know where they're on there. I thought they were reps. My replica wing. Sorry for the wind. 15x10, -6 on 195 45 15 Toyos. This is what I was talking about. Mainly the body work that I want to get done. I am getting a new bumper. The guy that sold me a car had a bumper sitting in the backyard, but I couldn't take it because it was raining that day and my kids were in the back of the car, so I wouldn't have room. He's also giving me some GSR rear disc brake conversion that we can get rid of the drums. I was going to save that for a later video, but I'm making a video right now. I want to fix this. There's a pretty decent sized dent right here, as you can tell. But like I said, it's all for when I get back to California. I want to paint the car the same color. I like the color that it is. The homie Royce hooked me up with the rear windshield delete. Thanks, homie. Other than that, that's really about it. The paint's kind of messed up, like I said, but that's all for the future. I'll get that fixed. This is the rust I was talking about. It's pretty bad. If I push on it, it'll probably break. I'm not trying to do that though. I'd just rather leave it. Oh, one thing I did do. Put the Hasback sticker up there. I put EK side skirts. I did that whole little setup. I love it because of the flare that back there. It just makes it look so much better than the rounded off EG side skirts. Work sticker I got in Japan. Now for the interior, it's just basically stock. Well, it's got LS seats in it. I know the lighting sucks, but let's see if I can fix it. No, I can't fix it while I'm recording. Just OEM all everything pretty much. Just rocking the Hasback freshener, some stickers, LS sticker. I gutted the rear because it had LS seats in. There was LS seats in the rear, but the gap between the backrest and the bottom cushion was not on point. So I just took it out. I think it looks better gutted like that, even though I'm not a racer. I'll show you guys under the car real quick. Hopefully the lighting's alright. It's on Skunk 2. Sorry for the helicopter. It's on Skunk 2 rear LCAs, the Pexi coils. I'm going to show you guys the other side because this thing's in the way. But they were gold and I painted them red. That's what I was talking about. The exhaust, it comes over the LCA, and the other one goes over it as well, so they cross each other, or they be in the way of each other. I do have to get a different hanger because if you look, the exhaust is hitting the frame of the body, so I gotta get another hanger so where it doesn't do that. There is the Pexi coilovers with the 5-inch Swift Springs 34K. Favorite setup ever to be running. And the car has pretty good clearance. I mean, in video it looks kind of like really low, but I'm also running the mount for the tripod, and yeah. I've had these Toyo Proxys for a very long time, and the cam wear is not that bad, obviously, because the rear wheels just drag, but the tires have lasted me a while. I'd say it's almost been 2 years. But other than that, I mean, here's the car. Like I said, I got a lot more plans for it. Just takes time and money, which not everyone has. Like I said, the rear springs are already on the 5-inch 34K springs are already on the rear. Just waiting for the fronts to come in from Nemo's garage. Like I said, the carbon fiber lips on the OEM corners. The wind's really blowing strong right now. The car's really dirty because it's just been sitting. It's got the carbon fiber rep wing because the BYS one is inside. I do hopefully plan on getting spoon carbon fiber mirrors, but those are expensive as shit, like $800. I ain't got that much money. I do need to probably hopefully get some different side moldings, the thin ones. If not, I'll just paint those over and make them look new again. But I mean, other than that, there she is. But alright guys, I will be doing more videos once I get some more car parts in. But stay tuned, subscribe, drop a comment, whatever you guys want to see. Ask some questions, then we'll do a Q&A video. But stay tuned for what I got, guys. Thanks, appreciate it. Peace.